Okay, so you're not going to find your purpose by doing deep inner searching. You won't find it through completing a questionnaire from a life coach. And guess what? You won't find it by watching a YouTube video either. So the big myth is this: that purpose is something to be found. In reality, there is no map, there is no road to walk to get to it. Instead, in this video, I want to help you realize that you choose a purpose rather than find it. And in pursuing this purpose, you will find yourself. I'm going to take some thoughts from the book As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. Okay, so it's a classic book. We're going to explore together three ideas. Firstly, why it's not possible to find your purpose. And then, secondly, choosing to follow a purpose in life, even if you don't know what to do. And thirdly, what you will find in yourself by committing to this purpose. So why is it not possible to find your purpose? So, if you're trying to find purpose, it kind of must be your belief that you don't have one, um, or at least you're not aware of it to be following it. Fundamentally, you are wondering what you should be doing each day. That's not a great place to be. So, in James Allen's book, As a Man Thinketh, this book's about the key role of thought in creating circumstances in our lives, okay? So, he says this: those who have no central purpose in their life fall an easy prey to petty worries, fears, troubles, and self pityings. So in this quote, like James Allen, he recognizes that worries, fears, and troubles are often found in those people who have not got or aren't following a central purpose. Okay, so I guess as an example, when I left university, I studied mathematics and philosophy at Oxford University. And then you might think that means I've got a purpose. That's really just your own meaning and perception. I didn't feel I had a purpose at the time. Um, when I left, I really didn't know what to do, and I was just wandering really, and I just drifted into a role. When I look back, I can see the worries and the fears that I had at that time. I just let them persist, and like as I said, I just drifted into the work that I guess I felt that others would have naturally expected of me. So let's take James Allen's quote again. Those who have no central purpose in their life fall prey to petty worries, fears, troubles, and self pityings. So, if someone's mind is occupied by worries, fears, troubles, and self pity, think about it. Won't these impact their thought processes as they consider their purpose? And even more so, if they're seeking to find the purpose definitively, that one purpose they were born for. Obviously, different people have different levels of worries and fears. Okay. So different people will be hampered in their thinking in different ways. But no matter what, without a central purpose, you will be prey to worries, fears, and troubles. Okay. And these will hamper your life. So, in many ways, this is why finding purpose is an illusion. So, let's move on to choosing a purpose in life. If we're not able to find our purpose, we must simply choose one and embark on it. We'll take another quote here from James Allen. He says the following: a man should conceive of a legitimate purpose in his heart and set out to achieve it. He should make this purpose the centralizing point of his thoughts. So you will see from this quote that he uses the term conceive, i.e., create or form, rather than find. It also says legitimate purpose, not just purpose. I think James Allen is seeking to exclude illegitimate purposes, i.e., those that may harm others. But then, in excluding illegitimate purposes, he leaves open the idea of conceiving any legitimate purpose for ourselves, not just one, not just your purpose. So, decide what goal you want for your life. You form it, you decide upon it, and you commit to it. This is very different to finding something. He also says about the sort of purpose you may choose. Here's another quote. Your purpose may take the form of a spiritual ideal, or it may be a worldly object, according to his nature at the time being. So this quote recognizes that your nature at the time, your consciousness at the time, will inform what you choose, will inform what you form, you conceive within yourself. And note that he does not say it should be one or the other. It doesn't have to be spiritual, it doesn't have to be worldly. Recognize that you do it based on where you are, okay? And you make this goal the centralizing point of your thoughts. Start where you are. You form a central purpose from an honest appraisal of where you are in your life, in your level of consciousness. But you might say, what if I can't decide? Well, guess what? Better to decide on something than nothing. Yet if you still don't know, maybe your worries, fears, your resistance are such a level that you struggle to make this choice. Again, recognize where you are, if this is where you are. James Allen offers this if you're in this situation. Those who are not prepared for the apprehension of a great purpose should fix the thoughts upon the faultless performance of their duty, no matter how insignificant their task may appear. So, as I say, if you can't, for whatever reason, conceive of a legitimate purpose in your heart, then make your current duty your purpose. Your current job, family, completing your current studies. Don't wrestle with these things and fight them. We're also good at that. Instead, commit to them. Okay? So, what will you find in committing to a purpose? So, James Allen has already hinted at this. In committing to a central purpose, you're creating a central focus of your thoughts. Without one, you haven't had a focus, and your thoughts have wandered in different ways. They have drifted. You've got excited at something one moment, then disappointed or distracted at the next. Another quote furthers this. Only in this way, having a purpose, can the thoughts be gathered, focused, and resolution and energy be developed. Once this is done, there is nothing which may not be accomplished. So, in having a central purpose, you gather your thoughts towards it. You make day to day choices in relation to that purpose. You prioritize your purpose over your other priorities. You become aware of resistance, doubts, fears, and you release them. You redeem them to serve this purpose. This purpose that you've conceived of and committed to, then in turn evolves you. You release what had seemed to limit you. You recognize your ability to create. You become aware of your great power within. He says, once this is done, there is nothing that may not be accomplished. You gain confidence. You gain faith. Okay, so to conclude, here's some practical steps. Stop searching for your purpose. You're actually just putting off life. Secondly, be honest about where you are right now. How big are your fears and doubts? If they're so big, just commit to your duty. Make that your central purpose. If not, Thirdly, consider potential legitimate purposes for you. Make a list. What could form as your purpose? And then fourth, make a choice. Choose one. It's not that it can't evolve. In reality, it will. But make a choice and commit to it. You then daily focus your thoughts on this central purpose. This is what life is all about. This is the evolution. This is how you and your purpose are one. You're living your life through this choice to gather your thoughts and evolve yourself through your purpose. Okay. So I hope this has been helpful for you today. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.